What's up, folks? Episode 42 is here, and we are starting in Berlin. The camera driver thought the van only wants to go to the left lane, but wasn't prepared for him intending to park there. The van parking here isn't really the best of all decisions, but this whole area is one of such where finding any kind of a parking spot is a full-time job. We are in a truck here, and you know what that means. It is unacceptable to be behind a truck at any moment.
Was hat denn jetzt für Auftrag? Alter! Ich werd bekloppt, Alter!
Having a peek into Switzerland and taking a look at their bad drivers.
Genau. Meine Güte, du. Hat jetzt den, hast du den gesehen?
Ja, ruft er noch aus.
Having left Germany for a second, how is stuff working in Austria? The truck driver will at least apologize for his mess up, but even though there was enough space in this huge roundabout for the truck to keep right and not swinging to the left, it would be the smarter idea to not drive right next to the truck, where you could end up in the blind spot. Okay, we've been to Switzerland and Austria, let's take a short peek into a tiny little country a few bits further away. An American buddy of mine sent me this interesting clip, and we all know a lot of weird stuff is going on there. Look at this ride. I have no idea if he somehow modified the whole vehicle, or if he's carrying ridiculous masses of cargo, or if this is just the trash from half of the life of the driver inside and on top of the vehicle. In any case, this poor thing doesn't seem to have an easy life. Front grille messed up, hood trashed, the whole thing covered in trash bags, and the rear suspension giving up on life. But that's not all about this one. You see, there is a double yellow line, which means to absolutely not leave your lane. But this driver is very attracted to the lines themselves. I mean, sure, there is no traffic on the street, but even though not being allowed, there could be somebody from behind to pass him. And without any doubt, this car will not make any quick maneuvers. There he goes, and something tells me that this car will end up in a unity with another car at some point. Okay, back home in Germany, and we are about to lose a mirror.
Ja, das habe ich geahnt, dass das passiert.
End of story. The camera car only had a scratch in the mirror, the other car had a trashed mirror. And both drivers were sentenced to be guilty 50-50, so both insurances were paying the damages of the other car, and you could say things are fine. Car on the wrong lane. Well, but it is very easy to miss those huge white arrows. But it seems like the English people are back to Germany, because there's another guy who intended to drive on the left side. Now bad jokes about them driving on the wrong side, we've heard them all. What I would rather like to point out, the wise truck driver even gave space for the guy to move back into the right lane. And it looks like this space should very much be enough for him to get into. So while even running the right indicator, why does he keep standing in the completely wrong spot? Why? Here we have a true beauty of how I like to call them a middle lane crawler. Take a look at the speed. This guy is not only very annoying in traffic, he's even a real danger. There seems to be no speed limit on this stretch of Autobahn, and this guy is literally crawling on the middle lane in the evening without lights on. You gotta be kidding me. To top it all off, he's driving on the A40, one of the most crowded freeways there is in Germany. I can feel my facepalm meter getting into alarm mode. Also because here's another specialist without lights. But at least he reacts instantly to our camera driver and illuminates himself. And being on the topic of lacking lights, it's always a joy to have cyclists without any lights and even dark clothing. That's finally not dark anymore, but that doesn't save Jürgen from having a bad day. Jürgen was sentenced guilty for this accident because he missed to give priority to right. Have you ever been driving completely blind? You have not? Welcome to the part of society which actually has common sense. This unbelievable idiot here does not. Being so close to the other van, which fully blocks his view, it is guaranteed that he would crash into the other driver even at the slightest touch of the brake pedal. Problem is, this guy is too stupid to realize what level of danger he's all the time driving with. The scene is almost unreal. He doesn't acknowledge his own fail to the slightest. A roundabout. Take a quick guess what happens.
Auch Fahrräder dürfen stehen bleiben. Ganz ehrlich.
Well, everybody has to stop, really. Trucks have to stop. Cars have to stop. Cars right after the roundabout. But this guy here is on a whole different level.
Du bist vielleicht eine Arschgeige. Quetscht er sich hier einfach so vor mich. Ja. Da hast du zurecht geguckt.
Bin ich's auch. Sido ist ja nicht in Miami, aber der ist auch an einem
It seems to me like Andre does not like to be braking at all.
abgefahrenen Klo. Das war ihm nämlich eine Instagram-Story.
It's a potato cam! Well, still better to drive with a potato than no cam at all. And oh my god, have you ever seen such a beautiful sky on the freeway? I guess the truck driver was also distracted by the beautiful view he has right in front of his eyes. Maybe Flo was a little overreacting in this situation though. Let's look at a classic case of impatience and, to some degree, recklessness.
Kannst kommen.
Wow, 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 schau dir mal den an, hey.
Der ist cool.
And here, a classic case of bicycles and red lights.
Rot. Das ist rot.
Now we get another case of red, though that one is everything but classic. All cars and cyclists were going on a green light, but somehow the tram driver completely ignored or missed his stop signal. It doesn't happen often that drivers of public transport mess up that hard. It's more likely that car drivers mess up hard. Here, a red light because of tram tracks, and nobody cares.
Genau, fahre die rote Ampel.
Sometimes standing in line just wastes too much time, so why not using it for brushing your teeth and shaving yourself? It's all about time management. Ahead there is a real proper acceleration lane. If only that driver over there would know how to use his goddamn right foot.
So, komm, fahr. Los, Gas geben! Komm!
People and incompetence behind the wheel. Here, a very long lane for actually getting up to speed, but no, moving into the main lane instantly at minimal speed. And even stupider, having a long acceleration lane and not using it at all. How do you properly pass a truck? You overtake it and then move into the right lane with appropriate distance. That is what KTP is intending to do, staying on the left lane for a second to give enough space to the truck before moving back right. But that is already enough to trigger some very unhealthy impatience in people. Okay, we are done for today. If you haven't yet seen all of our episodes, here is a playlist for you from which you can pick another one. See you soon, guys.